Hey there, it's Linda West, and I'm so excited to talk to you about growing your Facebook friends list. Now, why is it important to grow your Facebook friends list? Well, one is it's great to have communication or was a engagement with people, right? So when you have a following, then you have people who are interested in what you're doing. So when you go and do a live video, like I'm doing right now, you have people who want to watch your live video. And as a matter of fact, hold on one second. I'm going to check on something and see. Yep, it worked. It worked. I love it, love it, love it. It worked. So I'm streaming live right now on my business page, and I'm using a platform called BeLive.tv. You got to check it. If you've done live streaming, you got to check it out. Here's a link to the show. Hello, let's go. A link to the show. Okay. We post that. There we go. So why is it important to have a lot of followers, but friends? We've got friends, we've got followers, we've got page likers, we have page likers. Oh gosh, there's so many things, right? What I wanted to talk about tonight is how you can get to 5,000 friends on Facebook 100% organically. I did not buy any of my friends. All of the friends that I have on Facebook are ones that I have 100% organically gotten. Now, I must have one caveat here, and that is that within the last 2 years, I've gotten 3,500 of those Facebook friends. Those are the ones that I got 100% like organically. The other 1,500, when I first started Facebook, I joined Facebook and I was on Farmville. How many of you guys started on Farmville or one of those games? That's how I got started. Do a heck yes, I love games or something like that in the comments below, because I'd love to hear from you, like how you got started on Facebook. Or why don't you just share how you got started on Facebook? Hey, we have Abigail. She says, hello from Iowa. Hello, Iowa in the house. Yeah, where are you from? Let me know if you in the comments. If you're watching this live on my business page, then you can go in the comments below and I'll actually see the comments that you post. So before the last 2 years, I was, going out there and friending people because I had no idea what the heck I was doing at all. I had no idea. And so I was just kind of like friending almost anybody, but not just anybody. It had to be somebody that had some mutual friends. There were like loose rules in my head of why I was going to friend people. Now I've seen people say things or heard people say things like, I only friend people I've met in person. So you think about that. How long is that going to take you to grow your audience? And why are we limiting ourselves to just people we meet in person? So there's something going on like in that person's mind or those people's mind that makes it so they think that they should only friend people who they've met in person. So my comment on that is, let's say, for example, if you treat Facebook like a networking event. Now, if I go to a networking event and I shake hands with somebody, it's the same thing as me going into a Facebook group and shaking hands with somebody and having a conversation with them. So I actually think of Facebook as a networking platform. It's a social media networking. It's a networking platform, which is an opportunity for you to go out there, shake hands with people virtually without actually seeing them in public. Now, here's where some people get thrown off by this, right? They get a little bit scared. Organically, one at a time. That's a lot. It's a lot of work, but it's so worth it because you're hand selecting the people that you want to be your Facebook friend. So if you're not my Facebook friend, I think right now I'm at 49.97. I'm like hovering. I go up to 5,000, then I drop a couple out, and then I go up to 5,000. So it's kind of like I'm hovering now at that 5,000 point, which 5,000 is the maximum number of friends you can get on Facebook. One thing you'll notice is like if you have 5,000 friends, you might have a lot less followers, but you might have 5,000 friends with a lot more followers. Now that's something I'm going to dive into next. I'm going to talk about followers versus Facebook friends. But tonight I want to talk about specifically Facebook friends. So Abigail says, I'm from San Diego, but I'm traveling. Oh, okay, cool. cool. And Iowa, I believe it's Iowa. I believe it's 11:27 p.m. over there or something. So I'm glad you're hopped on and you're going to be joining me. So I'm going to share my screen now. I want to talk first of all. Why am I wearing a hat? Well, because I have hat hair. I went to the horse races today. It was a lot of fun. I went with Veronica Rosenfeld. We had a really good time. And I think I won $1.40. Woo, woo, spend it all in one place. And I wore a hat today because it was hot and we were going to be in the sun a little bit. So I wore a hat. And I got home and I totally have flat hat hair. So I said, you know what? For my video, I'm just going to wear my hat again. Now, this hat is compliments. I love this hat. This is compliments of American Hat Makers, my friends, Hannah and Garth Watrous over there. So I just want to give a shout out to them. Whoop, whoop, shout out, guys. So I'm going to share my screen. Hold on a second. I just need to pull it up here. So the platform I'm using right now is called Be Live. And I love Be Live because okay, let me say, I'll make sure I use the right thing here. I love Be Live because you have an opportunity to, put people's comments up on the screen, which I just did with Abigail's, so anybody who comments below on the actual live stream on my business page, which is livinglive.tv, that they can put comments and I can put those up on the screen. That's one way. Another reason why I love Be Live is that you have an opportunity to share your screen with people, and not all platforms allow you to share your screen, but Be Live does. It's one of the platforms that does, and I'm working on that right now, so bear with me a second here. And I see Sandy has hopped on board. Hello, Sandy. Good to see you tonight. Thank you so much for showing up. So I have an opportunity to share my screen, which is really cool. And then another thing you can do is you can have 4 on the show at one time. That's absolutely awesome. One thing I've started doing is actually running production for people in the background. So for example, let's say you wanted to have your own show, or let's say you already have your own show and you're like, oh my God, this is such a pain in the ass to run it myself. Well, I can actually run the show for you. So if you're interested in doing that, go ahead and reach out to me and let me know. Okay. So let's get on with the show. I'm going to go ahead and show my screen right now. And this right here is a group called Women Rocking the Web, which I absolutely love. This group has a lot of great women in here, and I love it because it's a very active group. So how many groups do you belong to that are active and you're not active in the group? That's first of all, the first thing. You want to be active in these groups, but you want to also make sure that you're selecting the groups that work for you. So if you have a business and your target market is women that are, I used this example the other day, and I don't know why I keep using this example, but I'm going to use it again anyway. Let's say it's women who are into yoga. So you have there's a lot of groups out there that you can join, right? That are yoga groups that are probably going to have women that are in yoga. Well, duh, because they're yoga groups. And let's say that's your potential client, right? Is a woman who does yoga. Just as an example. So maybe you are a person who has created some meditation tapes and you want to get those meditation tapes into the hands of people who do yoga, because people who do yoga might also do meditation. Now, I don't know for sure. I don't do yoga and I rarely do meditation, although I am doing the Oprah and Deepak Chopra meditation, the 21-day meditation, which is really cool. So let's say, for example, that's your target audience. So on Facebook, you want to go find groups that are yoga related. You also might want to go find some groups that are meditation related, because you can partner with other people who do meditation, or you'll create meditation courses. There's ways you can partner with them. So if you find somebody you resonate with, you might want to partner with them. It's just a thought. So now you're out there and you've liked all these groups, not too many. Like I have way too many groups that I like because I like way too many things, which is cool, but it's not cool. It's like way too many. So go out there and like those groups. So let's say, for example, you found a couple yoga groups that have, thousands of people in them. They're very active, which is key because you want to be in groups that are active. You don't want to join all these groups and spend some of your energy in that group when nobody's active. So just kind of like when you pop in there, go look in there and go scroll through it. So I'll show you, for example, okay, here's the Women Rocking the Web. So women out there who are women, and want to join this group, go to Rocking the Web and request to join this group. It's a really good group. So they do every single day is something that they do. So we have I Love Sunday Inspiration, right? And then they do, see, there's some activity going on here. Oh, hold on. That was one discussion. So if I go in here, you'll see that there's activity. This is the very first one. They tell you what they're going to do throughout the week, which is cool. I do like these shameless self-promotion Saturdays. I actually, it's interesting because I was talking to somebody. You can't see my screen, so hold on a second. Let's go back. Okay, Women Rocking the Web. So this is a great Facebook page for women who are interested in being in an active group. Women Rocking the Web. These are some of the things they do. So they do motivation and Mastermind Motivation Monday, Tech Tip Tuesday, Writing Wednesday, Referral Resource Thursday, Free for All Friday, Shameless Self-Promotion Saturday, and Sunday Inspiration. And these are really good. What I like about this group is that they are very active. We scroll up to the top here. You're going to see there's only 242 members, but with that 242 members, they're pretty active. And so since they're active, it's a good group to be in. How can you find out if it's an active group? Excuse me. So there's 242 members. And when I scroll through here, I see this post here, and I see there's 119 comments on this one post. Now, if you think about it, there's 242 members and there's 119 comments there. So yesterday, this one here from yesterday, it's Sunday Inspiration. What inspires you? There are 37 comments in one day with only 242 members. So that's quite a bit. And then here we've got welcome ones. And then, so there's a whole bunch of different posts that they put up here. People are commenting here or there. Shameless Self-Promotion Saturday, 12 comments on there. This one has 5 comments. So what I'm going to show you though, this is what I love to do. This is how I have grown my list to 5,000 people, 5,000 friends organically. And that's that I actually get out into the groups and I have engagement. Wow, that's it? Yes, that's it. So you need to actually put yourself into the group. I know a lot of people. Oh, thank you so much, Abigail, for sharing. I really appreciate that. You rock. But I know a lot of people who join groups and then they sit in the background and they just sit there and don't do anything. They don't engage at all, but they look and they're lurkers. So if you're a lurker, that's not going to help you build your people because people want to know who you are before they really reach out to you and become a friend. So I'll show again what I do in here. I'll give an example of this one here, which was this one, the Sunday Inspiration. So the thing that they asked us to do here is to list what and who inspires you. Now, I like this one because it's non-threatening. It's not like everybody's going to sell to everybody and all that stuff. So people went in here and they started posting something that inspires them. So then what I do, if you look at this, here was something that inspires this person. I've actually read Purple Cow by Seth Godin. I read these comments, I go through them, and I look to see if it's something that interests me. If it does, I comment. If it doesn't, I don't comment. So I do this all 100% authentically, organically. So she's mentioned Purple Cow by Seth Godin. Again, I've read that book. So I talked about it. We had a little conversation. Next thing I know, she's sending me a friend request. And do you think I accepted her friend request? Yes, because we had a conversation here with each other. We built a rapport with each other. So here, Evelyn did the same thing. She posted something. And when I read that, I was like, that is really cool. So we started to have a little conversation. Next thing I know, I'm getting a friend request. Really cool. Now you can do the same thing. When you have a conversation with someone else, you can do the same thing because now you've built a little rapport with them. You can send them a friend request. So basically, bottom line, that's it. That's it. I have engagement with people in groups. Now, I like to do it in the groups because they're that group is specific to that one thing. So that group, for example, Women Rocking the Web. I know that it's a group of women who is my target audience. Mine are women. And so since that's a group of women, I'm already starting off in the right place. Women rocking the web, most likely, probably 9 times out of 10, the women who are rocking the web in that group are probably most likely people who have a business. Again, part of my target market. So the key here is to discover what is your target audience, who is your potential client, who do you want to be working with, where can you find them, where are they hiding on the web. So just figure that out. Hello, Sohaila, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. So figure out who those people are. Go find those groups. Make sure the group is active, at least a little bit active, and then start participating. There are some groups I belong to that have 60,000 members in them. Those are great ones because those have a lot of activity. And again, I only do this in the groups that make sense for me. I don't just go to any group at all. And then I also make sure that all the comments that I do or that I respond to are ones that resonate with me. So if it's something that I don't believe in, I don't agree with, I don't go comment on those because I'm not here to go against people. I'm here to gain friends and followers and people who are interested in what I do, what I have to offer, my products, my services, but I do it organically. So it becomes a conversation, and the conversation isn't a sales conversation. This is just a I want to get to know you conversation, which is how I operate everything I do. When I go out to a networking event, that's how I network. I actually want to get to know you because I want to know, is this somebody I want to spend my time with? This is my business I'm talking about here. I want to make money, of course, but I also want to make sure that it's people that I want to spend my time with. If I don't want to spend my time with them, why would I waste my time trying to get them to join me or to be a friend of mine? So get yourself out there. And if you're like, oh my gosh, this is so time consuming. I don't know about doing this. I want to invite you to check out my program. And this is where I'm going to invite you to join something of mine, livinglive.tv/ I forgot the name of my program. Oh my gosh, am I that tired? I guess so. I'll have to come up with it and just, oh my gosh, I totally drew a blank. Oh my gosh, let's finish it fast. Actually, go to finishitfast.com. How could I have forgotten? Thank you for the laugh. I love it because, it's like, what the heck? I don't even know the name of my own program. It's called Finish It Fast. And the Finish It Fast is an accountability program like no other. Trust me, it's like no other. You can meet with us 5 times a week, but I ask you to commit to 1 time a week. I created this program because I had a problem following through with my commitments. I had a problem holding myself accountable. I'd belonged to many mastermind groups. I had coaches, I had mentors, and they would give me assignments. And I don't know about you, but anytime I would get an assignment, I would come back the next week and I had not completed it because I had all these reasons and excuses of why I didn't complete it. So I realized I needed to create a program for me that would work. And I created this program 2.5 years ago. It's amazing. When I created it, I did it for free. I did it with some friends. And it's been absolutely amazing. Helped so many people accomplish so many things that they've been putting on the back burner. But then just recently, I launched it as a paid program because I know it works. And I just don't know why I never launched it as a paid program before. I just never thought of it as being a paid program. I think it was just because I was fulfilling the need I had. So I wasn't seeing it as a value to others. So anyway, I want to invite you to just go, it's there, right? Just go to there, finishitfast.com. Check it out, see what it's all about, see if it's something for you. If you are interested in getting on a call with me, we can do that as well. And I'll talk to you about it so, I can answer any questions that you have. So again, get out there. You have to get out there and engage with people. Hey, Giovanni. You have to get out there and engage with people. You have to have engagement. If you're not having engagement, why would anybody connect with you? And if you're not, let's see the program. If you're not putting yourself out there, why are you expecting people to come to you? You have to share yourself, who you are. So I was talking to somebody today. Oh, Veronica. I was talking to Veronica today, and we were talking about, there's weird stuff going on with my computer. Okay. But we were talking today about, about accountability and how often people have, stuff on their shelves, like shelf development, stuff that they bought, like programs that they bought. Maybe you went to a 3-day seminar and they had all this amazing stuff. And you're like, I'm going to get home and I'm going to implement this. Then you put it on the shelf and it's just sitting there. But you know that that program could help you forward your business and improve, increase your income and improve just your knowledge, but it's sitting on your shelf. How many of you have that? I had a lot of that. Hello, AB. Good to see you tonight. And there's Abigail and Abby. Yep. So you guys, so check it out. Go to, finishitfast.com. Just check it out. See if it's something for you. And if so, let me know if you have any questions, because it's an absolutely amazing program. If I must say so myself, program I created. And yes, I think it's absolutely amazing. Why do I think that? Well, first of all, one of my clients doubled her income last year because of this program. Another client, she'd been wanting to put on a 3-day event for years, but she was too scared to do it. And so by working with me, she was able to get through that fear. She held the 3-day event and she's excited that she's going to be doing another one. Another one of my clients has grown her YouTube audience to over 6,000 people in less than a year. And it all started with, being in this program. So I know it works. It's absolutely amazing. I have many of those books or programs and I don't finish them. And it's very common, Abigail, to have that. And the reason is because whatever reasons you have. So your reasons might be that I don't have time. I don't know what steps I should take. I don't know what order to take them. There's so many different reasons. I'm overwhelmed. I got too many things to do, not enough time. So there's so many different reasons why we might have that shelf development. So one of my clients recently, it was in December, actually, she joined, she told me about all these programs, because I asked her, like, which self-help programs do you have, or which programs do you have that are sitting on the shelf? And so she told me how many she had. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. So if you imagine when you have all these programs that they're going to help you and they're sitting on the shelf, you spent that money, you spent that time, but those programs are sitting on the shelf. They're doing you no good at all. So why don't you just throw them away? Wait a minute, Linda, that ain't right. Well, some of them are going to help you grow your business. So why aren't you doing them? So what the Finish It Fast program does, it actually literally helps you to finish it fast. And so this one client, for example, the one who, I had her make a list for me so I could see like how many she had. So after making her list, she was able to complete 3 of those programs within a month. And she was ecstatic that finally she did complete those programs, because those programs were things that she wanted to implement into her business, but she wasn't able to implement into her business because she wasn't completing the programs. So now she's completed them. She's able to actually, implement that into her business. And it's been just amazing. So, how many of you guys have stuff like that? I had a lot more than I do now. I still have a lot because I've attended, I don't even know how many, 1-day, 2-day, 3-day, 5-day, 7-day events. I don't even know how many. And with each one, I got amazing stuff, right? So it's impossible for me to go through everything, within even a year. I doubt I can go through all of them, but I am working my way through them and making it happen. So anyway, I'd love to see you guys join me there. And again, it's Finish It Fast, finishitfast.com, finishitfast.com. And I'd love to see you over there. Get out there, start engaging with your audience, be real, be authentic. Don't just engage to engage so that it's honest, real connections. Because when you make those real connections, that's when the magic happens. And, I'm seeing a couple people on here tonight. So we have AB and we have Sohaila. And, they attended an event I put on. It was absolutely amazing. It's, I'm having a hard time with words tonight. Am I that tired? Oh, Experiential Women's Mastermind Group. And it was a really, really great event. So the reason I'm sharing that is because at that event, incredible women who really want to make a positive impact on this planet and who also want to help each other. Like we're there in service of each other. So it was really cool. And a lot of those people I met either in groups or on my business page is how I met them. Actually, I'm thinking that of the people who showed up at that event, there were 14, and of the ones who showed up at the event, I think I met all but one on the web, not even in person. So if you think about that, if I wasn't accustomed to going out there and reaching out to people and forging relationships on Facebook, then only one of those people would have shown up. That wouldn't have been, it would have been cool for the two of us to have a one-on-one, but it wouldn't have been as cool by us being in person together. I mean, having more people there with us. Let's see. Thanks, AB. She loves my hat. I think that should be your trademark. Is that the correct word? Branding, like my branding. Thanks. I love this hat too. And I love hats. I have actually on my personal timeline, I have a hats folder or hat folder because I've taken a lot of pictures with hats and I just stick them in that folder because it's kind of fun to go look at them and seeing the comments that people have on the hats. I highly recommend Linda. She is an amazing mentor and coach. Oh, thank you so much, Sohaila. I really appreciate that. You're amazing too. I just love it. It's I'm going to start doing a lot more trainings, and a lot, those trainings, of course, will be going into my private group, the Finish It Fast program, but some of them I'll be doing out here, but most of them I'll be doing as private trainings inside my group. And so I hope to see you in there, and I will be doing a lot of trainings. Yes, brand, that's the word. Yeah. Yeah. So my branding can be a hat, right? Maybe instead of doing certain colors, maybe my brand can be that I wear a hat. There's this one woman I know, absolutely amazing. So sorry, I'm rambling. Usually I do my rambling on my personal page, never on my business page. But there's this one woman I know, and I met her at a networking event, and she wears like a little headband, and on the top of her, like the top side of her head is like a flower or something, or a hat or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's been about 2 years since I've seen her, but you can always tell her in a room. So if wherever you are, you can look around across the other side of the room and you see that little hat. And it's such a great idea because every time I go to a networking event, I can see her from a distance. So how are you standing out, right? Are you blending in? And so like today I went to the races and I wore this hat. So there were, a lot of women wearing hats, but not many women wearing this hat, because this is my hat. So how are you branding yourself, putting yourself out there? How are you being seen? How are you being heard? How are you being known? How are people knowing you? Are you putting yourself out there so that people will know you? If you have a business, you really need to be putting yourself out there. And again, that's, Veronica and I were talking today, and that was about being seen and being heard. That's one thing that I realized that I have this ability to do, is to help people feel comfortable so that they'll put themselves out there so that they can be seen and can be heard. So go ahead and join us at the Finish It Fast program. I look forward to seeing you over there, and try this technique. If you work on engaging in groups, maybe let's say 4 hours a week total. So you could do that in like 45 minutes a day. You will see your friends grow, your friend list grow. And the thing is that they'll be friends that you want to be friends with, and or potential clients, because they're people that you resonate with. Again, you have to be 100% authentic and real. You only want to engage with those that you want to engage with, not just for the sake of engagement, because I don't do that. I engage with those that I resonate with their posts. And then other people will engage with me the same. So what I noticed is the more I engage in a group with other people's comments, or with like the main question or whatever, the more I engage there, that the more likely they are to engage with my responses as well. So you end up building these amazing relationships. I've had people on my show that I met through these groups just because of the engagement. I loved what they were posting, and so I've invited them to be on my show. So there's so many ways you can grow your audience, but this one here is to me, it's the best number one organic way to grow your audience. So let's see. Good point. I don't know what the point was, but thank you. So you do have to put yourself out there. That's the thing, is if you're not putting yourself out there, you're not going to be as successful as you could be. Like, you might already be successful, right? Imagine putting yourself out there, how much more successful you will be. Not only that, how many more lives you can touch by putting yourself out there. Because if I weren't, doing these, these videos that I do and stuff, that you guys wouldn't know me, and you wouldn't have this great knowledge that I'm sharing with you tonight. I'm just joking about that, by the way, but not really joking. I guess I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It is great knowledge. This is stuff I spent time learning, and sharing it with you makes it a lot of fun for me because I love to share. So you guys get out there, go to those groups, find the groups that are groups that will help you with your business. That's the first one. Then, so find groups of people that could be potential clients. You got to figure out what that is. It's different for every single person. So mine are women business owners, women entrepreneurs. Those are my potential clients because that's who I really, really resonate with. Now yours could be children, right? So maybe it's children. And if it's children, then it's really moms, because it's got to be the person who can pay for this stuff. So if your potential clients are toddlers, they don't have money, right? So you can't, well, they don't have Facebook pages either. But let's say they did. Let's say it's high school kids. Actually, okay, I know a woman who speaks at high school. So her target audience really is high school kids. But really her target audience in that instance, because she speaks at schools, could be parents, but really her target audience would be the school administration, the people who want to bring in people to speak. So that would really be her target audience. So she would go out there and search for different groups out there that would have those people in them. See, so that's how you do it. You just figure out who that would be, go find those Facebook groups that resonate with what you're doing, who your target audience is, find those, join the group, and start engaging. If you spent 45 minutes, 4 or 5 days a week doing this, doing just that, you're not wasting your time. You're actually creating relationships. Your honest goodness, 100% authentic relationships, as long as you're being authentic. So it's great. It's a lot of fun. Again, I've met some amazing people by doing this, and I look forward to hearing your results. So I would love for you to comment on the, comment below, maybe in a week or so. Go ahead and comment here and just let me know what your results are. I look forward to hearing from you guys. And again, go ahead and check the Finish It Fast program, finishitfast.com. Another thing I like about Be Live is you can put stuff up on the screen, which is cool because when I'm scrolling through or kind of like skimming through my videos, I can find where I mentioned certain things, which is really cool about Be Live. Go to BeLive.tv. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow 9 a.m. is going to be on Be Live at 5. It's going to be awesome. I'll post a link to that. I got to go find that link, but I'll post a link to that in the comments below, and I hope to see you there. If you can't watch us live, that's okay. The replay will be available. So you guys, I will see you really soon. Bye-bye now.